Dave Ping 243.
Hello guys, this is Dave Ping 243 and welcome to a surprise Let's Play of Plants vs. Zombies. Yeah, I always wanted to do this game because it's one of my favorite strategy games, period. I'm not so much into the strategy genre, but this game in particular is special. And yeah, I don't think there's really no need for explaining that. Like, this game has a lot of loyal fans, such as myself. Past this game, however, I'm not really into the Plants vs. Zombies franchise because Plants vs. Zombies 2 had, it had this kind of thing where it didn't really feel like the original, and that kind of sucks, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, it just doesn't bring out the same kind of feeling that this first game has, you know? It has a level of charm to it that you won't find in any other Plants vs. Zombies game, and I think I know why. But, that'll become apparent when, we play through the game as it progresses. Now, of course, as you can see there, it says, "Welcome back, Dave Ping 243, because this is a save file that I have for this game, so in case if you're wondering, this is the PC version, obviously, because I can't record anything as on consoles. That would just be ludicrous. I don't have a capture card. Yeah, I guess there isn't really much else to explain here, other than the fact that, with the premise of this game, this neighborhood is being overrun with zombies, and it's your job to protect yourself from them by planting plants. So yeah, the goal is to not have your brains eaten by these, zombies. And without any further ado, let's get this started. I accidentally clicked out of the window. But, yeah, PopCap Games presents Plants vs. Zombies. And as you can see there, it says Dave Ping 243's house. Yes, so this is my house, and I'm defending my lawn from these rapscallion zombies. So what you need to do here is to collect sun, and get enough sun to purchase plants. And so our first plant here is the Peashooter. It is a very basic offensive plant that fires 1 pea, and it takes 10 peas to kill a normal zombie. So, yeah, there's not really much else to explain here other than the fact that there's one lane of lawnage here. As you can see, the rest of this is like dirt. That will not be the case soon enough. So we just defeated the first few zombies. Like, we feel pretty good about ourselves. So, upon defeating that zombie, we just got a seed packet. And this contains a very essential plant. As you can see there at the top, it says Bloom Doom Seed Co. This is a very essential plant because it sunflower gives you additional sun. Yeah, this is going to be your prime opener. Without sunflowers, you are basically doomed to die. You cannot do anything without them. Because typically speaking, you only start off with 50 sun. And that's exactly the amount of sun that a sunflower costs. So yeah, the more sunflowers you have, the faster you grow plants. And trust me, you will need to remember this fact very thoroughly. So, I could be playing this game better with an actual clicker mouse, but unfortunately I'm stuck with the tractor pad that comes with using a laptop, so my situation is a bit dire when it comes to clicking shit, but you know, I've played this game for years. I basically got it down to a T. I know that I may look like I'm going slow, but honestly, like, I don't really need to go fast. I can take my time and explain to you guys shit that you probably need to know in case you've never played this game before. Somehow. I mean, like I said, like, back in the day, this game was very popular. It was basically released on every single platform you could possibly think of. On the consoles of, like, PS3, Xbox 360, of course, the PC version, like, as I'm playing right now, and a DS version. Yes, a DS version of this game exists. And I'll actually be talking a lot about that version as we go about with this Let's Play, because it has a lot of differences from both the console version and the PC version. So yeah, as you may have noticed, like, this level brought us 2 more lanes of the lawn. And yeah, soon enough it will go up to 5, and that'll be the standard moving forward. So we got another seed packet here. This will be a running trend. Like, at the end of each level, typically we get a new plant, and this is our first new plant that actually does damage. The cherry bomb. So let me explain here. There is a thing that allows you to see a plant's stats, but we won't be getting that until a little bit later. So I have to explain what the cherry bomb does here right now in terms of, like, within improvising standards. So basically, it's our first plant that does massive damage to any zombie. They're basically like instant kills. So in this instance, it kills a group of zombies instantly. However, there are downsides to this thing, like there's the fact that it costs 150 sun, and as you'll see in a bit, it has another downside which makes it kind of not worth it. But yeah, other than that, like, the cherry bomb is good. I wouldn't say it's a great plant, but you know, it does serve as a bit of an emergency item of sorts. You'll come to understand that people refer to stuff like the cherry bomb as emergency items because they really help you out in the pinch. So, yeah, I don't really have much else to explain here until we get to our next new plant after we beat the stage. Stage level, same thing. Oh, wait a minute, there is something that I can talk about regarding this level in particular. As soon as it can show up. Yeah, sometimes you want zombies to die quickly so that you can get on with the next wave. That's unless if you want to have more sun to stockpile up. And see right there, that's our first conehead zombie. All the other zombies we've been facing up until now were just normal zombies. A conehead is basically twice as strong as a normal zombie. It takes 20 Ps to kill. So obviously, it's not as easy to kill. So now I have 3 completed rows of, well, not rows, columns, I think, of Peashooters. That's pretty good, but how about if I just blow these zombies the fuck up? There we go, and that's what the cherry bomb does. It kills all zombies within a 3x3 radius. That's the range that the cherry bomb has, and as you can see there. That recharge time is very slow, and yes, this goes into another thing that plants typically have. Recharge times. You can't just plant plants down all willy-nilly. They all have a recharge, whether it be fast, slow, or very slow. For the cases of Peashooter and Sunflower, they have fast recharge times. But since Cherry Bomb is pretty powerful, it needs a bit of a downside to its effectiveness, so that's why its recharge time is very slow. But we have our next new plant here, and this is a very defensive plant. Walnut. So it's pretty cheap, only 50 sun, and it blocks off zombies and protects your other plants. So yes, this thing's main contribution to your arsenal is to defend your lawn and it just acting as a wall. So it will take some time for zombies to eat up the walnut, and yeah, it's just like that. So this is the first level, stage level 1-4, level 1-4. This is the first stage that has all 5 rows available. And you know what that means? More opportunities to plant sunflowers and more opportunities to plant everything else afterwards. Trust me, you want to be planting as many sunflowers as possible in the early game because that will give you the most amount of sun overall. So yeah, with more rows, it comes with more strategizing. I don't think there's really much need to explain on that part. Like that means more rows that you have to take care of on your own. And you don't necessarily need 2 columns of sunflowers right now, but it's very helpful. Because I want to be mass-producing these plants like no one's business. Like, I'm just running like a sunflower factory where it's just like sucking up the sun from these guys and just like purchasing new plants right out of the gate. I mean, we are living in this suburban area. in the context of this game, so, oh god. So at least I get to show off the Walnut here, because one Peashooter is not enough to deal with this guy right now. So as you can see, Walnuts are basically meant to be eaten up. They're meant to stall out zombies from their own progress, so it's very helpful if you don't have the offense necessary to deal with them at the current time. And in general, it just helps you buy out more time for you to get your offenses going. But as a cost, you know, look at the Walnut. It's in bad shape. And yeah, I stockpiled a shit ton of sun here. And oh boy, there's a conehead going into the row that the Walnut is on. I'll need to have some more offense there right away. But yeah, other than that, this is a pretty standard level, you know. This will become the norm as we progress onward throughout the game. And one thing I have not talked about yet is the flags. So, a flag signifies a checkpoint in any given level. In this case, the checkpoint is the end. And that each flag has like a huge wave of zombies, so this is considered to be a huge wave of zombies at this point in the game. Yeah, fuck you guys. And just because I can, because I'm an asshole. But this is a bit different. So, every 4th stage in a world, you don't get a plant. At least not typically. You get some sort of other item. In this case, it is a shovel. So, shovel is actually very useful. It lets you dig up a plant to make room for another plant. So, if you don't want a plant in a certain spot, you could just rip it the fuck up from the ground and place a new plant. And we're going to be presenting the tutorial here, and we have ourselves an actual fucking character in this game. In the context of this game, at least, there is no other human that you meet. So, we're getting introduced to this guy right here. Greetings, neighbor. The name's Crazy Dave. But you can just call me Crazy Dave. Listen, I got a surprise for you. But first, I'll need you to grow... I need you to clear your lawn. Use your shovel and dig up those plants. Let the digging commence! Oh my god, I'm spinning everywhere. Because I want to embody the insanity that is Crazy Dave, because true to his name, he is an insane person. I mean, just look at the frickin' pot on his head. Okay, goody. Now time for the surprise. We're going bowling. Here, take this walnut. Why did I put a walnut in your hand, you may ask? Because I'm crazy! Now go bowl me a winner. Yes. We will, Crazy Dave. And every fifth level in any given world, it's a bit of a minigame of sorts. And not a traditional level by any stretch of the imagination. So in this case, we are bowling by using walnuts, and the zombies are acting as pins. You can kind of ricochet walnuts off from each zombie to hit other zombies, which I think is pretty cool. So a walnut will kill a normal zombie, and it takes 2 walnuts to kill a Conehead. And those are the only zombies in this level. Spoiler alert, we will be running to a lot more zombies from here on, a lot more zombie types from here on out. As you can see right there, a little bit of action with the ricocheting. And you want to remember this ricocheting technique because not only is it useful, but it'll help you amass a bit of a currency that we're going to be introduced to later. So yeah. These fuckers need to die, even though they're technically already dead. So I don't know why I just said that. Explodo nuts, as you just saw right there, they act as, like, cherry bombs, in a sense. So, they blow up any zombie within a 3x3 radius just like a cherry bomb. But you also may have noticed that these things don't cost sun in this level. That's because there's no sunflowers here, and this level was not designed for sunflowers in mind. Because, of course, like, they wanted you to bowl using walnuts. But with defeating that horde of zombies, we got ourselves another new plant. And this is also a very good one, and will become a staple to every strategy that I do from here on out, besides from 1. I'm just rearranging myself, because I'm sitting in a bit of an awkward place as of recording this first episode of Plants vs. Zombies. And also, I need a drink of water. But anyway, this is the potato mine. Another plant that does massive damage. Yeah, explodes on contact, but it takes time to arm itself. So, it doesn't act upon immediately when a zombie approaches it. But rather, well, it's better to just... Sorry, I bumped my mic there. It's better to just have you guys be shown how it works. Because that explains it better than how I can with words. So, the strategy I will be using for most levels in the game is what I would like to call potato spam. And you will see why I call that very shortly. So, put the potato mine as far into the back of the lawn row that you want it to be on as you can. And keep planting sunflowers so you can just milk up that delicious sun. Trust me, you want to stall out the first few zombies as much as possible so you can get the most out of your buck. Or I guess sun in this case. This is the strategy that embodies the aspect of being an asshole. And upon killing the first zombie that we had with the potato mine, we got ourselves an achievement. Yes, this game has in-game achievements. There are quite a few, although not too many. And, you know, maybe you're going like... Maybe you're thinking like, oh, the stockpiling of the sun seems a bit, may seem a bit may seem like I'm overdoing things a bit, but well, no, this actually helps a lot when you have expensive as hell offensive plants that you really want to plant down. But so far, the only really practical attacking plant that we have at our disposal at this point is the Peashooter, but that will soon change. And oh god, oh god, oh god. I failed to notice that that zombie was not being killed. Yeah. Really need to be careful about that shit. You need to focus quite a lot in this game. And unfortunately, with every Let's Play of this game, people can't seem to focus too much while they're talking. And over here we got ourselves a new zombie. The pole vaulting zombie. And I am just not going to let you get too far with that speed, because I know you'll vault over one of my offensive plants and get too far. So yes, that's the pole vaulting zombie. They have the toughness of a conehead, but they start off with incredible speed for a zombie until they vault over the first plant that they see. So yes, they are very annoying. But now that I have a solid defense going, like, there's no way that they could stop me. Yeah, sometimes there will be more than one flag per level. And also, fuck you, pole vaulting zombie. Like, remember, we're trying to be as much of an asshole as we possibly can to these zombies, not letting them roam around free. And we got ourselves another new plant, yet again. Another Peashooter kind, but it obviously does something different. This is the Snow Pea. It has the same damage output as a regular Peashooter, but it shoots frozen peas instead, and it slows zombies down. Now, this will be very useful for some of these upcoming stages, because this is where they start throwing out more pole vaulting zombies at you. And this is where I get to show off the usefulness that is the potato spam strategy. Because as you can see, snow peas cost significantly more than regular pea shooters. So we're just getting our usual sun business out of the way, so that we can prepare our defenses. And this is typically how my playstyle goes. Now, after this world, this strategy is completely out of the window and is not useful. But that's just because the next world has a bit of a gimmick to it. This is the first world is the only world in the game that doesn't really have a gimmick to it. It's just your basic lawn. And that will become apparent when we go into the next world. But now that we have two practical offensive base plants to use, we can start spreading out our damage and, actually cover more lanes quicker. And this is where the stockpiling of the sun becomes very useful. So quickly get a Snowpea out there so the Conehead cannot fuck us. Because again, we're trying to be as big of assholes as we could possibly be. And yes, the Peashooters are very useful against the pole vaulting zombies because they slow down their quick movement speed. And pairing that alongside the Peashooter, you can take down the pole vaulting zombie nice and easy. And you don't really need much more than this. Like, this is kind of the prime setup that you want for this level right here. So I should mention, each world has 10 levels. Oh yeah, also, this is the first level to have 2 flags. So, the first flag of zombies is just a checkpoint. Yeah, not really... not really the final wave, but it can hit you hard if you're not prepared. And honestly, let's be an asshole some more. But yeah, this frozen, frozen status you place on the zombies with the frozen, with the Snowpea is very useful. This pole vaulting zombie is getting a little bit too close for my liking, so fuck him. Also, fuck this one because I want to. And let's throw out a Walnut right here. And there we go. So, second and last huge wave to go through, and we'll be done with this level. And I know that this first episode is going to be long as hell. Don't worry, there is a good reason for that. The first world is not as long as the other 4, so yes, there are 4 other worlds to complete. And we got ourselves yet another new plant. Again, this will be a running trend. Totally not a piranha plant from Mario. We have ourselves Chomper, So, this one's a bit of an interesting one. It devours the zombie whole, but is vulnerable while chewing. This plant right here, it does massive damage to any, like, normal walking zombies. But other types of zombies we're going to be running into, they're not really affected too much by the Chomper. Particularly one, which we won't be encountering until the very end, so, like, that doesn't really matter so much. I don't really use Chompers. Like, I don't really use them unless if I have to. But, this is the first time that we are going to choose our plants for the stage, so there's a bit of flexibility here now. I think I'm just going to be rocking the same 6 I had from the previous stage. So, don't worry, episodes for the next 4 worlds will be split into 2. So, episodes 2 and 3 will take place for the second world in the game. Because, like I said before, all the other worlds are longer than this one. And plus, you know, you want your starting episode of the LP to be longer than some others, because the first episode is what really pulls people in to a Let's Play. So yeah, actually something I failed to mention before, this guy occasionally drops free sun for you. A bit of an extra sun for you to take advantage of in the early game. It doesn't really affect things too much in the late game, unfortunately, so it's kind of whatever at that point, but, you know, whatever helps you out in the early game, it definitely impacts the late game. And of course, you know, I'm spreading out my coverage, you know, making sure that I have damage output on every single lane. So that way I can damage zombies no matter what lane they happen to be on. So yeah, you really have to be smart about this game. Smart about when playing this game, because if you are not good at strategy, then I'm sorry, but you will not be good at this game. And oh, we have our first appearance of a new zombie right here. This is the Buckethead zombie. They take 30 whopping P's to take down, and I'm going to have a Walnut there just in case. Because I'm not really too sure about my damage output right now. But yeah, Bucketheads are the most common tough zombies that we'll be running across. I don't know why I keep saying that like that, running across. I don't know, I just have a weird way of words, I suppose. And I believe the Buckethead zombie is the last new zombie we'll be meeting in this world. So, yeah, and because I hate Bucketheads, bye-bye. But over here, we have one of the best non-special plants in the entire game. You see that 200 sun cost? Yeah, that's put on there for a damn good reason. The fucking repeater. Now, what does it do? It fires 2 peas at a time, so it's basically 2 pea shooters built into one. And it is oh so good. That means there's basically no reason for us to use Peashooter anymore. Little guy, you've been outclassed by your older brother. There we go, let's just arrange our plants like that, because, you know, I'm OCD. And let's rock. So this is the 9th level. This is kind of like the last level before the 10th one, where you could just like kind of experiment around with your plants. Like, experiment around with the choices you happen to bring to the stage. Because the next level is, again, a special one. Like, every 10th level is different from a normal level, once again, just like every 5th level of the world. So there is a pattern to everything. That's just how the game goes. Also, yeah, I don't like it when two or more zombies are on one single lane in the early game, because that fucks up my strategy quite a bit. I mean, you can see why it fucks up my strategy. Because, potato mines, again, take time to arm themselves, and, you know, they don't activate right away. So, here's our first use of the repeater, and look at that badass motherfucker right there. Like... Also, I need to take care of this, pole vaulting zombie before he could ravage my lawn. But yeah, you really need to make on-the-spot decisions if you want to be good at this game. Like, you're always going to be like, should I do this or should I do that? Like, it all depends on what plants you have, and a single fuck-up can end you. Like, a single major fuck-up can lead to your own demise. And oh yeah, that's the sound that the thing makes when you don't have enough sun to buy something. Like, just... But yeah, naturally repeaters take up less space than pea shooters, and they are twice as effective as one pea shooter. So it makes sense that they have the 200 base price of sun. And yes, so far they are the most expensive plant that we have at our disposal. But yeah, you can see how much destruction the repeater can cause. And this is just the early game, guys. It gets more destructive as time goes on. In combination with newer plants as we go on through the adventure mode. So yeah, if you couldn't tell, already, I like to have my plants organized. But yeah, the reason why I wanted to do this Let's Play is because, like, I've watched Let's Plays of this game by Nintendo Capri Sun and Multi-Classic Gamer. I think those Let's Plays still hold up quite well. Yeah, like, they were pretty enjoyable. So, just because I can, because I'm an asshole, boom! You guys are fucking dead. Like, deader than dead. And, as you can see here, this is not a plant, meaning that this is something important for maybe story reasons. Although, really, there's not that much of a plot in this game. So, you found a note. It says, hello, we are about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Sincerely, the zombies. And you should probably know what that means. We're in for a bit of a rougher time than usual. Yeah, look at all those freaking zombies. In the pre-show, as I like to call them. So, here you will get randomized plants that you'll need to plan out where you want them to go. So, and they don't cost any sun either, so gonna have a repeater go over there. And with these levels, you essentially have every single plant that you've got throughout that entire world to use at your disposal. So we got everything from Peashooters to Walnuts, to Cherry Bombs, to Chompers, all of that good stuff. And it doesn't matter what our current seed slot is. And yes, there will be a thing that allows us to upgrade our amount of seed slots. Which allows us to take more plants into battle. Also, fuck these coneheads because I hate them. I'm just going to be saying, like, fuck these zombies a lot throughout this entire playthrough. I mean, can you blame me? Maybe I should really start putting down these walnuts because otherwise they'll be dead space in this little pocket right here. And yeah, the music that plays in these levels is great. The ultimate battle theme is just fantastic. And this gets me onto the soundtrack of this game, which, oh my god, the composer did a fantastic job with the soundtrack. Laura Shigihara, she did She did an incredible job with this soundtrack, and I should really be playing shit down. What am I doing? See, this is why you have to pay attention. So fuck it, just place these potato mines down prematurely. And of course place this walnut here. Fuck these pole vaulting zombies because my potato mines aren't ready yet. And yeah, this stage actually gets pretty crazy with the amount of firepower they will unleash upon the zombies. It's pretty fucking nuts. And oh yeah, also the amount of zombies gets crazy too. Like, these stages just get insane. But I love their fun nature with the amount of shit that is on screen. So what we can do here now is, well, is going to be fucking great. Fucking boom, out of boom. We got ourselves the Explodinator achievement. Very cool. And that brings us to this plant right here, which we'll be taking to the next world and, you know, for using for the next episode. So we got ourselves yet another new plant, the Puff Shroom. Now you see that there's a 0 sun cost for this thing. There's a reason why it's like that. So shoots short range spores at the enemy. So basically, they do the same amount of damage as a normal Peashooter, but as you can see, it's nighttime. So, let's see what Crazy Dave has to say about this. Evening, Dave Ping 243. Those zombies just won't let up, will they? You'll notice that fighting zombies at night is different than in the day. No shit, Sherlock. For one thing, you won't get any sun falling from the sky. That's an important fact to know. You can still get some from sunflower, so. And lucky for you, we got yourself some Puff Shrooms. Buy as many of those as you can and you'll be A-oh good. And yes, you will be needing Puff Shrooms throughout the entire run through of night. So, the world before this one, it was called day. This is night. And yeah, night is obviously not as easy as day. But holy crap, we've been going on for almost 55 minutes. I am going to stop the episode here. So next time on Plants vs. Zombies, we will do the first half of night. See you guys then.